or build a house for their parents, or whatever it might be. Or getting married to someone that they've been eyeing in the same classroom for a long period of time. So, so whatever is that dream, if you're getting closer to that dream, then that's what makes it a fulfilling experience. And that passion then comes in from within. We run a very, very tough business. The airline business is very tough. Working at an airline is extremely tough. I don't know if many of the folks at the back have taken many flights, or the people in the front have certainly taken a lot of flights, and some of them Indigo flights too. And you see all these flight attendants serving sandwiches and coffee and asking you to sit at a certain place. Let me bust a myth. The Indigo training program for flight attendants is the toughest training program that there is for flight attendants anywhere else in the world. It's a 110-day training program with no breaks in the middle at all. Every day, straight on, 100 days in a row. And the service part is 14 days out of 110 days. Everything that most customers see of a flight attendant is only 14 days. What do they do for the balance 96? They train to save you from a hijack. They train to save you from a burning airplane. They train to save you from a heart attack. They train to help deliver a baby on board. They train to fly a plane or manage a plane if the pilot gets incapacitated. They train how to communicate with sky marshals on board without any other passenger knowing. Many of you have taken lots of flights. Do you ever know we have sky marshals on board, NSG commandos, and who they are? That's the kind of intense training that they go through. And they have to be like a swan. If you ever see a swan, it's perfectly poised above the water. But under the water, the swan is paddling really, really fast to stay afloat. So they have to have, and all of us at Indigo have to have this tremendous amount of situational awareness where everything goes as if like clockwork, where 100 million, well now 124 million customers experience Indigo, but they really don't know what we do. And that's our success. Our success is when a customer of Indigo goes through Indigo without knowing all the hard work that went through it. Because you don't care about the airline. You want to care about the people you left behind and the people you're going to meet. The less you think about all the things that bother you about the airline, that's our success. We are not a hotel. When was the last time many of us have stayed in hotels, and even those who haven't stayed very often, I tell you, when it's about 12 o'clock, checkout time, the phones start buzzing a lot because every room is calling up and saying, can I get a late checkout? 2 o'clock, 2:30. There's a huge amount of negotiation that goes on in hotels. Okay? When was the last time you were in the most luxurious plane and you were about to land on time and you called up the pilot and said, can you give me another 15 minutes? I'm really enjoying the ride. I love Indigo. I don't want to arrive on time. Can I check out a little bit late? You don't. You care about where you took off from, where you're getting to on time with your bags and safely. So the less we are in your face, the more successful we are. And that amount of passion, consistency comes from 12,000 people putting in their heart and soul into it, because every day they are getting a little bit closer to whatever is that deeply personal dream that they have built for themselves. And that is the right reason for which we are able to stick on to 12,000 people. Because I truly believe that engagement is 90% of the battle won. If you have a really engaged set of workforce and your colleagues, your teachers, your classmates, then that's 90% of the battle won. Pretty much like marriage, If you get engaged, 90% chances are you are getting married. So, same in talent management. If you are engaged and if you're keeping everybody for the right reasons, then chances are that the talent is being managed and is being retained. That's 90% of the battle won. So I get asked this question a lot, especially when I meet people with MBAs and business schools, and that what's our strategy? And I think Anurag has answered this question for me is already. I truly believe that culture eats strategy for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can have the best strategy, and if that culture isn't what you're espousing it to be, what you really believe in, then that strategy will be gone before breakfast is over. So I'm really a big one on creating cultures and understanding them and relating it to every aspect of Indigo, and not just the tools. You come to a great business school, you have great professors, there are enormous amounts of literature written on tools that one can use. And I, by the way, never went to business school, so I'm not the right person to tell you about tools that you can use, that you know. But I think the theme really is that, it's more to do with building the right culture. And of course, everybody's asking that question.